The UK and Australia are aiming to strike a free trade deal in record time, sending a message to Brussels after post-Brexit talks once again ground to a halt earlier this month. Australia's Trade Minister Simon Birmingham said he hoped negotiations could be completed by the end of 2020. Talks between Mr. Birmingham and International Trade Secretary Liz Truss will be launched via video link today. Australia's Trade Minister told the Financial Times, "I do hope that if we can, we could get something settled before the end of the year. But that would be record-breaking time for trade deals." Ms. Truss has published the UK's negotiating objectives for trade deals with Australia and New Zealand. She said trade agreements with the two countries would make good on the promise of Brexit. She added moving towards the Asia-Pacific region would diversify trade and increase the resilience of UK supply chains. The government hopes deals with Australia and New Zealand will boost the coronavirus recovery by opening up new markets for businesses and creating jobs. Its analysis suggests the value of UK exports to the two countries could increase by a huge £1 billion as a result of trade agreements. Ms. Truss said, "Our newfound status as an independent trading nation will enable us to strengthen ties with countries around the world. Ambitious, wide-ranging free trade agreements with old friends like Australia and New Zealand are a powerful way for us to do that and make good on the promise of Brexit. Pivoting towards the Asia-Pacific will diversify our trade, increase the resilience of our supply chains and ensure the UK is less vulnerable to political and economic shocks in certain parts of the world." Talks with the EU, US and Japan are also ongoing. Boris Johnson called for a free trade deal to be reached with Brussels by the end of July after a video conference with EU leaders on Monday. The Prime Minister spoke to European Council Chief Charles Michel, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and European Parliament President David Sassoli at the virtual summit. He was joined by his Europe advisor David Frost, Cabinet Office Minister Michael Gove and the UK's ambassador to the EU Sir Tim Barrow. Following the video conference, Mr. Johnson said a deal could be done, but the faster we can do this the better.